Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to my show. Welcome to my show. Up against the odds. And my name is Bruce Wall. My name is Bruce Wall. Now they subscribe, notify, and don't forget to like and share that. Alright, let's get right to it. Bam! It is playoff football. You know what it is. It's the championship round. It's about to go down, shorty. About to go down right now. So, we got amazing games today. I mean, what's football without Sunday? What's Sunday without football? It's like, nah. But for real, though. Amazing games today. It was worth the wait that it wasn't a game yesterday. It was worth the wait today. Let's get right to it, though. I done made y'all wait too long. Look, we got Kansas City versus the Titans. We got 49ers versus Green Bay. Now, both of these teams, all four of them, and all four on both games, they all have been played in the regular season. And now we're just getting a second dose, a rematch, part 2 on each occasion today. On this lovely Sunday that the Lord has made, of course, you know. So, in the first game, 49ers beat Green Bay. And in the first game, the Titans beat Kansas City. The Titans game versus Kansas City was close. Green Bay 49ers was a complete blowout. The Titans, they were home. And 49ers, they were home. So the two home teams in the prior engagement, the prior date these teams had met up, the home teams have won. Point home team. And of course you have the advantage when you're home anyway. The facilities are more comfortable. You don't have to travel. Yada yada yada. We all get home field advantage plays a part in especially in football. Okay. Now these two teams these two teams both aren't playing at home. 49ers will remain at home because they had a better seed. The Titans will go on the road, but they have proven that they can travel. And they are hot. So, even though, even though the losing teams normally learn more in a game, it's still tricky. This game is tricky because the two teams have played better. When I'm talking about the Titans and Kansas City, they have played better down the stretch. So has Green Bay. And the 49ers just keep on rolling. Their defense has settled down a little bit, but they seem to pick up back where they left off early in the season. If you watched my last video, you'll know that I was talking about 49ers, how their defense hasn't been as tough as it was earlier. They got back to that. They must have heard me, shorty. They must have heard me chirping because it's him. They got to working. But, let's get to it, though. You got Kansas City and the Titans. For one, let me roll out some stats for y'all. So, Kansas City, they can't run the ball consistently, but they can run at times and moments. Andy Reid, we all know he has great play calling skills, but poor clock management. Let's see. Just like LSU, Kansas City is loaded with weapons at receiving a tight end position. Hey, and you know what? Kansas City is a 7-point favorite. A 7-point favorite. Once again, Kansas City is now playing at home and not the Titans. And when Kansas City had played the Titans, they only lost because of a couple miscues. Only a few. Only a couple miscues. Only a couple. And then on the flip side, Andy Reid is 1-5 in the playoffs. Whew. Oh man. And then 5 of those games he was favored. Now, it doesn't mean he can't win a day, but These are past tendencies that are showing up and creeping up throughout Andy Reid's history. Now for the Titans, good O-line. Derrick Henry, 6'4.5" for real, 260. I don't care what the stat sheet say, 260 for real. Man. And I did tell my man Trey, hey Trey, let him know, Trey. I told you he reminded me of a Brandon Jacobs. And then me and Trey agreed that he's a way better Brandon Jacobs. And we know what the Giants did to the Patriots when they had Brandon Jacobs. Just keep that in mind. Come back to that. They good at play action. And Derrick Henry versus the Chiefs is 3-0. Just saying. Let's see. With a rushing yards of an average 134 yards. With average per rush 7.3. And averaging 5 touchdowns. Man. And guess what? Henry also accounts for 71% of Titans offense. That's 71% accounts for one team's offense. But he's a beast. Let's see. Man, Henry also made 7 of 8. Yup. Dang. Man, I'm sorry, you all. Well, look. I say, let's skip that. The stats go like this. In the last 8 games, here's Derrick Henry rushing yards. Kind of messed up right there. But let's go. 23 attempts on 188 carries. 19 attempts on 159 carries. What's that? 26 attempts on 149 carries. 18 attempts on 103 carries. 21 attempts on 86 carries. 32 attempts on 211 yards, 34 attempts for 182 yards. And 30 attempts for 195 yards. Now, for you all who just say here, the second part was yards. I'm messing up, but we're going to keep it rolling. Why? We don't stop for nothing, shorty. Touchdowns in those first 8 games. I'm going to start from last 8. Starting from Kansas City all the way to the last 8 up to these playoff games. Let's see. Touchdowns. Derrick Henry, 2, 1, 2, 0 when he took the L to the Texans. That's the game that it was 21 carries, 86 rushing yards, and 0 touchdowns. That was the loss they had to the Texans. The very next game they played against the Texans, but I think the Texans were resting. Derrick Henry had 32 attempts, 211 yards, and 33 touchdowns. And then he had 1 touchdown the next game, and then he did not score against the Ravens in the playoff game. But he had 195 yards on 30 carries. That's total. And he was setting the scores up. Oh, he threw a touchdown too versus the Ravens. So he was setting up well. So he didn't rush for one, but he threw a touchdown versus the Ravens. All in all, man, all being said, this is crazy. This game is crazy. You got Patrick Mahomes out for revenge at home. They can score at a blink of an eye. They got the crowd behind them. I'm trying to tell you, shorty. What really can you do? What really though, for real? Run the ball. If anything you can do, you can run the ball, and the Titans run the ball well. And how do you win in the NFL, really? What's championship playoff football? Run the ball, stop the run. Kansas City cannot run the ball. Titans can run the ball. That X factor is Patrick Mahomes, but today I'm going to go with D-boy football, which has worked for the longest, unless your quarterback plays just outstanding. And Patrick, you're going to have to show me, because this is a team game, and to me, the Titans are playing a better team football. Camaraderie, they have that with them. They're playing as one. One band, one sound, man. They playing just like that, you know me. They been doubted. They, what, 10? I think they're 7-point underdogs. I just mentioned the 7-point underdogs again. I mean, they can run the ball. They hit you with trick plays, and Kansas City has been susceptible to trick plays. Also, they have lacked on special teams. They had a field goal that was blocked. They had a punt blocked by the Patriots. I mean, look, those are tendencies that had showed its ugly face in the regular seasons and in the regular season. And even though Kansas City is a high-powered offense, they keep teams in the game. And if it wasn't for a couple drops here and there, the Patriots would have actually beat Kansas City. So, I'm going to go with D-ball football. And, hey, Patrick, if you can show me you can beat Craig tonight, go ahead, beat Craig with the brick show to show me what you got. But I'm going to go with the Titans in the upset, and I cannot believe it. But I can't put my emotions in this. I got to use my head and just use what I see. The Titans right now look like a better team, and you sleeping on Ryan Tannehill. This man making key passes. He's scrambling when he needs to. He's making plays when he needs to. And that kid Brown, the rookie number 11, man, that shorty's a beast. He's a monster, Holmes. Where he come from? Y'all tell me. I know. Y'all check it, though. Also, you got your boy 81 for the Titans. That tight end, he's pretty good as darn self, man. And they just keep making plays in the Titans defense. They are tenacious and they are aggressive. I'm just going with the team that's more aggressive. We know Kansas City is about finesse, but in the playoffs, I seen it happen over and over. When the Patriots were 16-0, then lost to the Giants in the playoffs. Physicality, running the ball, defense, and just enough plays from the quarterback. Ooh, don't that sound real familiar? Doesn't it? I mean, over and over. Oh, the Denver versus Seattle in the Super Bowl. How Denver, they got ran over by Seattle. Running game defense and that physical mentality. I come out the box and punch you in the face. And never look back. That Mike Tyson type of mentality. That's what I'm talking about. And I have a feeling 49ers are going to do the same to the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, once again, man, a great quarterback. A great quarterback going up against a tenacious, furious, aggressive defense and team in general. You got the 49ers. They can run the ball. Their play calling, Shanahan, is outstanding. They have receivers like Debo Sanders and then Emmanuel Sanders, which brings toughness. And I can't stress how proud I am of Emmanuel Sanders because he balls, and he's underrated. And he comes in clutch. They got Kittle. They got, 3 running backs. And their defense is coming together like they were early in the season, They can rush you with front four. They don't have to send 5. They can get pressure sacks with 4 and stop your run and the pass. So, with Devontae Adams being Aaron Rodgers' best weapon and favorite weapon, they can run the ball with Aaron Jones, but this is the 49ers defense I'm talking about. It's going to be some give and take, and I think 49ers is going to do less giving and more taking. You feel me? Taking all of it. And Green Bay defense has been playing well, so don't sleep on them. I just think Kyle Shanahan and the trickery, the misdirections, and the running the ball would set up the play action, and therefore would give 49ers the win. Not in a blowout, but a close game, maybe 28-23. It's actually going to be close, and they're playing at the 49ers, So that's going to rely on home field advantage for the 49ers. Green Bay can't rely on home field advantage, and Green Bay can't rely on 49ers not getting pressure because they're going to get pressure. That's just period. So I got 49ers over Green Bay. I got the Titans over Kansas City Chiefs in the upset. Can't even believe I'm saying that. But it is what it is. If both quarterbacks and Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes can prove me wrong, I tip my hat off. You all deserve it, and your team needs to throw you even more to bag. Especially Patrick Mahomes. He's coming up anyway. But you know what? I wouldn't even say especially Patrick Mahomes. Especially Aaron Rodgers because he has less weapons than Patrick Mahomes, and really, this game, I think he has less of a chance than Patrick has. So especially if the Green Bay can pull this out, y'all need to throw Aaron Rodgers some meat. Throw him another bag, shorty. Throw him another bag. But there you have it. You got Green Bay taking the L. You got Kansas City taking the L. 49ers with the dub. Titans with the dub. We're going to see y'all in the Super Bowl. I done slipped up a couple in this video, but it don't matter because I got to keep it going, Slim. I got a lot to do today, just to let y'all know. But remember, like, subscribe, and notify. Those are the picks. Let me know what you think. Holla.